No. ¿Qué dices?
Our girl Ashley has reached her tipping point. She can no longer handle Manuel's secrecy.
Necesito un minuto.
Tú sabes que estoy aquí por ti.
Necesito un minuto, no
Aquí
más
no puedo
hablar.
hacer nada.
Is he living a double life, or is this just terrible communication? Let's get into it. Hi guys, welcome back to my channel. We're here to discuss Ashley and Manuel in the latest episode of 90 Day Fiancé Happily Ever After. The last time we saw them, Ashley dragged Manuel to a lawyer's office to discuss a potential post-nuptial agreement. He's been asking for money. She keeps telling him, tell me why. He's like, it's none of your business. And she's just like, I'm starting to feel like he may have ulterior motives. I've worked really hard for myself. I need protection. He isn't so willing to do it, but he's like, you know what? We've been fighting. Let me just go. In this office, he learns that Ashley, like many of us, has so much student loan debt. And to someone that has probably never heard of that, it was alarming, okay? So he was like, honestly, sign me up, because whenever I make a coin in America, I don't want to have to pay off her 100K debt. And you know what? A win is a win, because Ashley's going to get her way. Granted, now he has a bargaining chip against her, but she's going to get the post-nup, right? Right. So then there was another instance where he was like, I need money to help out my family. And she's like, I transferred to your account $1,000. And he's like, so if they need it, they need it. That's mighty bold for a man that's not providing said money, you know? But okay, this is the relationship that Ashley agreed to, right? But Ashley's like, I just gave you a lot of money. Like, what do they need it for? Like, what's going on? And he's like, that's none of your business. Like, we don't have to get into it. And she's like, I am your wife. I am not your bank. Like, I'm trying to be your family, and you keep treating me as other, yet I'm supplying for everybody. And she made points. Yeah, so that's where we're jumping in with them. They've been fighting nonstop. Now, I just feel like, is it for the cameras? Is this real conflict? If it is real conflict, why are you with this man, Ashley? Weren't you together for like a decade? Like, how do you not know anything? I have questions. Before we jump in, as always, make sure to like, comment, and subscribe. Thank you very much. Is she saging her dog? He's about to suffocate in there. Did he just say the sage smells like the dog when the dog is unbathed? What kind of sage is she using? Because sage usually smells really good. It's strong, but it's good.
¿Y tu energía? La verdad está feo.
Girl,
¿Cómo que está feo?
throw him out.
A veces. ¿Quién tiene más feo la energía? ¿Tú o yo? Tú. Yo. Yes. ¿Sabes lo que estás hablando? Yeah.
Ashley, be serious.
I'm staging the house today because Manuel's energy is messing with my energy. Apparently he needs an extra $300 for his family, and I think he's worried that I don't have it. I know
He's concerned, right? Because he keeps taking all her funds, and he's like, wait, like, am I not going to be able to depend on you because you have these loans? And what I have to say about that is, she funded your entire visa process. And when you got to America, you literally came with a backpack. She's had to provide all of your clothing on top of day-to-day things. So I know people were laughing at her debt, and I think it's pretty common. I think she's doing all right for herself. She has this house. Like, you guys don't need anything. Granted, like, you guys aren't living luxurious, but you have everything you need. I don't know. I just feel like on top of him kind of, sucking her dry of her funds without explanation and shamelessly, he also just insults her very freely. And I'm disappointed with Manuel because I thought that we were making strides with him. In their first season, I thought that we had like a moment where I'm like, oh, they're actually going to make it and they're going to be fine. But he's back to dismissing her feelings and just being kind of cruel.
Manuel's family needs money, and I've got no problem giving them what they need. The problem is he wants me to blindly send money back home without any questions being asked.
Yeah, that's crazy.
¿Ya estás relajada?
Yo siento más relajada porque yo limpiar el aire de la casa, pero todavía hay cosas en mi mente.
Absolutely.
¿Sigues molesta con lo de ayer?
Sí.
Men love to be like, are you still mad about the fight that we had, that we didn't come to a resolution? Are you still mad at that? Like, sir, she literally just tried to cleanse you. I think that's a sign.
No puedo entender por qué Ashley está luchando tanto contra esto. De donde soy, si alguien necesita ayuda, yo le ayudo. Y si es de la familia, no hace muchas preguntas para asegurarse si realmente lo necesitas. Sus prioridades están equivocadas.
See, that's my problem with Manuel. You can't talk ish about people and how they govern their money when you were being taken care of. All this helping out your family. In their first season, she agreed to, I think it was $300 a month. I think that was the number. She was like, that's what we can do because we have other things to take care of. And he has taken that and ran with it. I just don't think that it's right for you to like leech off of someone, because he is like, he's taking more than he needs, and then to criticize them. I just think that that's foul. But also, I'm all for helping family when you can. I feel like he is technically living above his means. He's trying to do more than is possible. And I feel like Ashley's the type of person that she will ride for you, but you have to let her in. Like, she needs to know where y'all are riding to. I can empathize with the guilt that he must feel with not being able to be super close to them and feeling like, oh, well, I'm living so much better here. Like, I need to keep giving them and keep giving them. But it's like, at some point, you're going to be at square one, and that's not the goal when you came here. I also feel like that whole thing of like family doesn't ask questions, you need to do that when it's your paycheck. But if Ashley is being so generous, and she has been, like, whether she complains or not, she's been super generous above and beyond to keep the peace in your relationship, say something. But it's his defensiveness and combativeness that like sends alarms to her. Like, oh, something else is going on. If you don't want her to think that something is going on, give her something to work with. But he doesn't care to protect her peace. He doesn't care to like keep her emotionally at a good place. He just doesn't care. And that really rubs me the wrong way. And we've seen moments in him where he can be someone that cares so much, but those moments are fleeting. And like, if anyone deserves your grace, it should be your spouse.
Tú sabes que yo tengo familia, tengo hijos, tengo mamá. Tú sabes, yo siempre he tratado de ayudar a mi madre. Lo necesite o no lo necesite.
Okay.
¿Ya? No voy a decir, oye, ¿en qué gastas el dinero? Tampoco. Esa es mi ayuda de mi corazón, de mí.
But it's not from you. Like, I get it. Like, you want to provide, but this is not coming from your pocket. You are married to, like, just like Ashley has to take care of him because that is the deal that she signed up for. This isn't just a vessel of money. This is a human being, a breathing person that navigates the world, that has their own responsibilities, that has their own livelihood to take care of, that now has to take care of you. I just feel like there isn't a level of consideration. He's just like, I need. Oh, and you spent $8 on coffee, so you obviously just throw money away. Like, what? She's pissed. Rightfully
Es
so.
poco que yo te lo pido.
I'm not asking you for a lot of money. $1,000 is a lot of money. I could pay my rent with $1,000. Probably she could pay her mortgage. That's a lot of money. And he's not taking into account that big debt that she had that he almost lost it about. Don't you think that she could be making a dent off of that with all the money that she pours into your family that you don't appreciate because you just think she's expected to do that? But she has to consider you. Come on.
Veo que es muy complicado para ti.
Porque eso es sentir transaccional.
It is transactional.
Y yo darte $1,000 y tú cambiar tu contraseña del banco. Tú no quieres decirme por qué.
Right.
Eso es quedarme duro para tener confianza en ti.
So she was checking his bank account, I guess, to see where he was sending it to. I mean, that's my only explanation, that she was like, where is this money going? And then he locks her out of the account. The same account that she's putting funds in is crazy. And the thing about it is, I don't think Ashley's doing this in like a controlling way. Because if she was, I'd be like, Ashley, you're doing too much. I really do think that she's just like, is he using me? Have I been deceived? Like what is happening? Is he embarrassed? Like, what is the missing link here? And so she's looking for answers because he's not providing it.
Tú quieres separar.
He does keep her separate.
Tú sabes mi clave de la cuenta. ¿Y qué pasó? Gastar. Cuando necesitaba dinero, empezar a sacar dinero de ahí. Yo ver $30 en la cuenta.
Eso es porque tú cambiar.
So I'm guessing she gave him all she had, and she needed $30, who knows for what, and she used it from his account, the same account that she's putting money in, because who's to say that she wouldn't put the money back? But he peeped that she took $30 and then locked her out. So you can depend on her, but she can't depend on you. Wow.
Sí, por eso yo cambiar.
That's crazy.
Manuel, saying that I'm irresponsible with money is absolutely laughable. I work hard for my money. This is America, honey. You gotta work your ass off for that dollar. And like, bills are paid, he's got clothes on his back, food in his belly, so it's coming off ungrateful.
Correct.
And it is 100% not fair to me that I am not told what is happening with money that I am providing.
Correct. I agree. It's bare minimum.
La familia. Yo quiero ser parte de la familia, pero yo no puedo enviar nada hasta que yo conocer de qué este dinero es para.
Boundaries.
Entonces tú no vas a ayudarme con eso.
She's been helping you nonstop. He's acting like the one time she says no after saying yes 100 times, it is criminal to him. It makes me want to scream. It's just so infuriating. Like,
buscaré la manera cómo solucionar esto.
Find it.
Si tengo que regresarme a Ecuador, lo haré para ayudar a mi familia. Eso es todo.
The manipulation. Go back to Ecuador. But you know what's going to happen if he does leave Ashley? He's going to go to New York City where the rest of his family is. You're not fooling anybody, Manuel. You're not going back to Ecuador. You're not. It doesn't hurt him to say that because he wasn't the one that put money into this process. It was Ashley. And he's going to get that money for his family no matter what, even if he has to freaking manipulate and gaslight his own wife. It's nasty. This is a low. Look at her face. She's heartbroken.
Ya que acá no tengo quien me apoye.
In disbelief.
¿Quién me ayude?
Because I don't have anyone to rely on here, anyone to support me. That's when I would have kicked him out of the house. Oh, no one's supporting you? Because my transactions transferring from my account to you say different. The clothes that you're wearing on your back says different. The food that you've been eating every day says different. The phone that you watch football in to ignore me says different. How dare you? I'm not a fan of throwing things in people's faces, but people like this that get amnesia when they're not getting their way, they need itemized lists because otherwise they will play in your face. Wow. Just, wow. Ashley was like, what? You're gonna go where? After I had to bust my butt getting you here? You're going where? Woo.
Fácil.
No. Can't do this?
Dragon.
¿Y tú cómo me vas a apoyar?
That smirk.
No me queda de otra que regresarme.
Go. Bye. Ashley's about
Okay,
to.
Manuel, you know, I can't do this right now. I need to go take a walk. This is too much for me.
Girl.
You're literally threatening to leave?
Yeah.
No puedo hablar contigo. No decir nada a mí nomás. Necesito un minuto.
Tú sabes que estoy aquí por ti.
Necesito un minuto, no
Aquí
más
no puedo
hablar.
hacer nada.
No más.
No mas. I'm gonna give it to Ashley. I love that she learned an entire language to curse this man out. Her Spanish to me is so good, but also so funny because she's like, we're gonna communicate one way or another. It's happening. No mas. Necesito un minuto. No mas. I love her. She's so chaotic, but I stan. He's so annoying. I can't even look at his face.
Mujer, Dios mío.
Like, he laughs in her face as he's like saying hurtful things.
I'm pissed to holy hell that he would even put an ultimatum
Right.
on the table.
Right.
When you're threatening to go back home
Right.
because you don't get what you want, it triggers my trauma response.
I
I'm
mean,
supposed to feel like you're not going to abandon me when you threaten to abandon me.
right.
You can't do that. I'm sorry.
Also,
If Manuel wants to go back to Ecuador, go back.
bye.
We are
Also, him hugging the dog. Wasn't he talking all that ish about the dog when he arrived to New York? Now, Rico Suave is his emotional support pet. Funny. Okay, so the next scene is Ashley meeting up with her sister. And I love her little sister because the little sister's always like, why are you with this man?
here to check on a cake.
Okay.
It should be under Ashley.
Okay.
And to top it all off, his birthday's tomorrow, so
They're
I'm
at a
picking up
bakery?
the cake that I ordered. But if he doesn't get his act together, it's gonna be thrown in his face.
Oh,
They're still finishing.
and
it in the
Angela.
back,
Okay.
So they just have about 5 to 10 more minutes.
Oh, they're still working on
Yeah.
it? Is there any way we can change some of the verbiage on the cake?
Oh, God.
We do require 48-hour notice for anything like that. I'm so sorry.
I love how they need notice when they're literally still working on the cake. Is it like a printed thing? Or is it just like free handwriting? Because if that's the case, girl.
I was gonna see if she could change it to off.
Ashley's pissed. I don't understand what's going on. I know Manuel can be very sketchy,
Yeah.
so we gotta get down to business. I know something's up. What's going on with you?
So I put $1,000 in his banking account out of my money,
Right.
and then he asked for $300.
After you gave him $1,000.
Yes, he asked for $300 because they needed it at home. And then I was like, okay, but why? He wouldn't tell me why.
Shady. Shady boots.
I did finally put my foot down. I said that I'm not giving any money until I know more of what's going on.
Good for you.
It wasn't received very well.
It was terrible.
He threatened to leave me.
I knew she'd be like, that face that her sister gave her, like, that's trifling, but also, monkey sees, monkey does. What is it, monkey see, monkey do? If he looks trifling and acts trifling, he's trifling. But she's so cute and like,
Maybe he needs to go back at this point.
he should. Honestly, he's the
That
worst.
screams red flag.
Ashley doesn't want to hear
You
that, though.
constantly give to Manuel all the time, and like you're not receiving anything bad from him.
Right.
And just be careful, because I think he's moving funny.
Correct.
I'm thinking that like there's something going on.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I don't have words.
Yeah, because Manuel is using you. He has a secret agenda,
I think
and you're being blind
I think
about the
you're
whole
being
thing.
mean, and you're kind of hurting my feelings.
Ashley, Ashley, see, I hate people like that. Like, you obviously asked your sister out because you wanted, talk dirt about Manuel. Your sister's agreeing with you, like, you're blind if you stay with him. And now she's like, you're being mean. If anyone can be brutally honest, it's your sister because she hurts when you hurt. And you are willingly staying with a guy that is treating you like you're just a means to an end. So,
Feelings. I think he loves you, but I think he also has a secret agenda.
for
To
sure.
take care of his family and the people back at home.
And it's perfectly fine to want to take care of your family and to want to provide back home. But, like, it doesn't happen overnight. You don't just come to America and send enough money to build a house. Like, you have to work at it. You have to build up to that. And he just wants to go from 0 to 100, even though from the start she was like, hey, let's take it easy. Let's set up a budget. He wants it his way. He doesn't want it up for discussion. Like, that's problematic. And it does make you look like, what are you hiding? And why are you keeping it from your wife specifically, It just doesn't look good. And, like, he doesn't care about the optics. He doesn't care that it hurts her. It doesn't care that it looks like he's being deceiving. Like, all of that is questionable.
Things like don't add up. And I think you should be aware of that.
Yeah.
I know the way that we are moving right now is not sustainable and cannot work this way.
You're allowed to set boundaries. You're allowed to know the truth.
Yeah.
And you're allowed to know where your money is going.
Yeah.
If it were me, I'd be talking to somebody about something.
I'm just so shocked that she's been with this man, and whether she's been with him or like been in his life, the fact that she knows nothing. The fact that she didn't put her foot down sooner. Because otherwise, if she would have, I don't think they would be in this place. He might have not even been married to her, So I'm just like, where was your sense of curiosity? Like, why didn't you ask about anything before this?
I know Jonathan is pretty close with Manuel.
Uh-oh.
He might have some answers.
Not Jonathan.
Call him and see if he knows anything. And get to the truth, honey.
Get to the truth.
It's worth a shot.
Why not, right?
Yeah.
All right.
Oh my God, they're gonna call Jonathan. Is Jonathan gonna spill because loyalty?
Jonathan.
Hola. Well, está haciendo un poquito con sus secretos, tú sabes. Y quiere preguntar cosas para ver qué conocer.
So, Ashley gave Manuel $1,000. Then Manuel had the nerve to ask for $300 more on top of the $1,000.
He's shook.
Do you know if
He's like,
where the money's going, or what he's using the money for, or if there's problems?
I think he's helping his family, right?
Well, in what manner?
yeah, what way?
El dinero que estamos enviando a Ecuador es irando directamente a los hijos.
No sé, ahí le está enviando quizás a la exnovia, quizás.
Excuse me?
Manuel es en contacto directamente con su exnovio.
My heart would drop if I heard this. Oh! Okay, Jonathan is being messy because he's like, ooh, I might have dropped the bomb. Yeah, he's doing that. Oh, I said too much. Oh, Manuel is gonna drag his friends because I support Jonathan's wrongs in this because he's like, dude, this ain't some random girlfriend. This is your wife. Why are you lying to your wife? Let me spill some tea. Oh my God. But this, if I were Ashley, I would feel terrible right now because what do you mean he's still, because if he's sending money to an ex-girlfriend and it's not related to the kids, that's red flags all over. Like, why are you sending her money? Like, those are things that don't look good and need to be explained when you care about how your spouse feels and how your spouse views you. That's important.
What do you say?
Jonathan is saying that he's having a conversation with the baby mom. But the thing about it is Manuel has presented to me like he doesn't even talk to her.
Right. And he kept sneaking away when they were in New York to be with Jonathan, but he was sending money while he was out there. And if it wasn't shady, then there wouldn't be a need to keep it a secret. But he purposely did that.
He told you that he wasn't having conversations with his baby mom at all?
That has been the way he's been presenting it to me. Like
They gotta talk for the kids, but
So
he's been lying to you.
sounds like more.
Ashley.
Oof. Jonathan doesn't know what he just spilled.
No. I don't know what is curled up Manuel's ass and in what world he lives in where he thinks he can just do this behind my back. Like, I'm done with this, and he's gonna have to deal with the consequences.
Oh, God.
Because I'm sick of him making me look like a fool.
Hurricane Ashley is on her way.
I gotta go home, like right now.
Jonathan's like,
I'm so annoyed right now because I literally knew that there were conversations being had. Funny and weird.
why didn't you ask further questions?
What are you talking about?
If I were Ashley, at that point, if I would have felt uncomfortable, the minute I clocked it, maybe not the first time, second, third time, I would be taking his phone and ringing her up and being like, what's up? I'm his wife. What's the deal? What's happening? Do you need something? Okay, well, let's keep this at a minimum. Let's keep it cute. You gotta nip that in the bud the minute it happens, the minute you feel it, the minute you feel like it's shifting things within you and in your mind. Don't become a mad woman. Address it, because now Hurricane Ashley's on her way.
What the? There's something I don't know. So tell me what the I don't know and stop gaslighting me and making it seem like I'm crazy.
Yeah, what if he has another kid? What's
I
happening?
understand that he has 2 children by the same woman. I understand that he needs to send her money for those children. My issue here is that Manuel painted a picture
Right.
that they don't talk, and I am finding out that they do. That is what is bothering me right now.
Yeah.
I mean, I want to be able to support Manuel's kids back home, but how can I be sure that his kids are getting the money? I need to know what's going on with Manuel. Like, I deserve to know the truth.
Oh my God, her sister's still with her?
Nope.
Ah. And she still has the cake. I would have thrown it.
Hi.
Oh. Oh.
He's distracting.
Ay, sí, sí.
Apagarla.
Tráigame el sushi, güey.
Apagarla.
Oh.
Eso en serio. Apagarla.
Oh. Oh my God. She's like, listen.
Tienes una vez para hablar claramente.
The dog is crazy right now.
Directo
¿Ya?
y honesto conmigo.
¿Qué pasó?
He's fired
Yo
up. She's fired up.
escuché cosas
¿Qué escuchaste?
que cuando somos en Nueva York,
¿Ya?
tú fuiste con alguien para enviar dinero a la madre de sus hijos.
The laughing would make me want to become the Tasmanian devil. I would just be a cyclone in that house. Because what do you mean I'm expressing anger and I'm telling you something serious and you're literally laughing in my face? Also, I wish Ashley would just say Jonathan, because she's like, you went with someone that was the only person that he knows that you know he was with. So, like, just if you're gonna throw him under the bus, just fully do it.
Okay, what the is funny?
Despacio, suave.
What is funny?
Ya. Suave.
Why am I finding out
Don't
that
tell someone to calm down.
nothing is funny?
Yo no sé qué realmente está pasando con Ashley.
llega a la sala donde yo estoy tranquilo viendo mi fútbol y comienza a gritar. Y ella se molesta,
She's yelling at
se
me.
como un fósforo de inmediato. Y no hay explicaciones que valgan para ella.
That's not true. I love how he's like, no explanation will be valid enough for her. And it's like, well, how about you start coming up with some? Because that's the problem. You don't explain anything at all. And that's why she's fired up.
¿Dónde tú piensas que yo conseguiré esta información?
Jonathan es el único.
Obviously.
How does he know? Right. ¿Cómo sabes?
Me imagino, porque con la única persona que salí fue con él.
That's true.
Y no creo que él te haya dicho eso, porque es gran mentira.
Ah! And this is when you gotta get your story straight, because he's like, my friend would never tell you that because it didn't happen. It's not only on camera, Ashley has a witness of him saying it. So if he were to take it back, he would know that now there's two people that know he's a liar. So, Manuel, shape up.
Pregúntale por qué. Llamarle y pregúntale por qué él dice estas cosas.
Uh-oh. Manuel.
So it's not true?
Ah.
Not true.
Uh-oh. Oh my God.
Oye, ¿qué es que le has dicho vos a alguien que aquí está, que me pisa la cabeza? Dile a ver qué es lo que ha pasado.
I love that Jonathan's like, what up? Like he didn't just drop a bombshell to his wife.
¿Es que le has dicho a alguien que yo he enviado dinero cuando estaba contigo? Siempre y cuando yo no tuve dinero allá en Nueva York. Y cuando salimos a beber, igualmente cuando peleé con Ashley, ¿quién pagó todo eso?
Yeah, he probably had to pay for everything because you sent all your money to Ecuador. Also, the way that he's saying the story, it's almost like he's feeding Jonathan lines. Let's see if he takes the bait. Silence.
Entonces, pues, mijo, ¿de dónde saqué plata entonces para supuestamente enviar dinero? ¿Ahorita en altavoz? Sí, está en altavoz aquí.
Jonathan's like, am I being set up? Yikes. Manuel.
Estoy diciendo la verdad.
He's like, I'm telling the truth. But Jonathan's like, stop. It's time to tell Ashley the truth. And Manuel hangs up. Huh, that didn't work out how you wanted, huh? Because now it just proves that you are hiding something. Trifling. He lost the color in his face.
He's saying all these things that don't have to do with the point. Like, it's deflection. I can just tell. He's lying.
He's lying and he's nervous.
I'm crazy because you've made me crazy, okay?
That's true.
Stop laughing. Yeah, it's comical, Manuel.
The laughter?
Continue laughing. It's all funny, Manuel.
Ashley has the crazy eyes. She has the crazy eyes, and I know that very well. When you just feel like someone is playing in your face and doesn't care, and you're trying to wrap your head around that, like, why do I give a crap about someone that literally doesn't care about me? That's what those eyes are. Yeah, he's gonna have to come clean because she's not gonna let this go. And Jonathan knows more than he's letting on, but he's like, I planted the seed. My boy's gonna have to do the rest, but I can't be keeping up with lies. So I want to believe that Manuel's intentions are pure and that he's just a guy that wants to help out his family and that he's rough around the edges and that, you know, like he didn't grow up emoting, so he struggles with expressing that. But I also feel like I could be making excuses for him because what he's showing is that he's kind of being an a-hole. He's inconsiderate of her feelings. He doesn't care of her opinions. He just wants what he wants. And like, that's not sustainable. That's also hurtful. Like, why would you want to be married with someone that literally doesn't like you? And if you don't want her to think that, then do better because you're acting like she's your sponsor and that's it. I would love to know what you guys think about these two. Let me know your opinion on this whole situation. Do you think he's hiding something? If so, what do you think he's hiding? Or do you think this is a complete misunderstanding? Let me know in the comments, and I will see you in the next video.